I'm Richard Martin. I'm your host of M&A TV. And today I'm here with Ceasar Anquillare, who is the chairman and CEO of Winchester Capital. Welcome, Ceasar.
Thank you, Mark.
Can you tell us a little bit about what you do and your firm?
Yes, I am the co-founder of Winchester, and we specialize in high-level strategic M&A, all transatlantic, and also asset management. So it's a combination of the two, but I'm very happy in that over our existence, which is now more than 20 years, we've been able to work for some of the largest companies and also families and private equity funds.
Excellent. Great to have you here.
Thank you.
Earlier today, you sat on a panel discussing CFIUS, and I wonder if you can tell us a little bit about what you see as the implications of the new legislation on U.S. companies and M&A.
CFIUS is quite interesting, Mark, because the regulations are not all that new. They date back to President Ford when there was the infamous transaction where Fujitsu was acquiring Fairfield Semiconductor. It's protectionist for America because it protects our valuable technologies in defense and military from falling into foreign hands. I believe the current movement with CFIUS extends it far beyond the original purpose of the law. It now has many different agencies reporting to it, and we have to make sure that the same wall the president was trying to build with Mexico does not get built against M&A globally. That would put the United States at a material disadvantage. Britain also has its version of CFIUS, and Germany that are also in progress. I think the most important aspect is its impact on investment, but I'm really happy to say that has not happened. We are now at a 17-year high this quarter for M&A. We've had over 1.3 trillion in dollars transactions globally for M&A. And the U.S. has grown 67% in M&A for almost the first half of 2018. So in spite of all these regulations, it hasn't really slowed investment. I'm sure the president will also claim equal victory for boosting our good M&A trade.
What are the particular concerns that U.S. corporate leaders need to really consider as they pursue deals?
I think there's three concerns because we're becoming much smaller as a world. And that is, of course, the commercial and the financial impact, but we also have to safeguard our corporate constitutional rights. And that is the right for every corporation as a person to have the freedom to transact cross-border and globally. CFIUS, when taken to an extreme, almost typifies us as to the early days in the neo-communist states, where all companies had to be approved to enter that country. We would not want to short the future of the United States by over-regulation that would discourage inbound investment. To give you an example, 2012, I believe, was one of our record years for inbound investment, where we had $385 billion come into the U.S. There were 140 cases in that year with CFIUS compared to almost double the amount last year.
So what would you say the positives are of CFIUS?
I think the positive to CFIUS is that we continue to build value because people value our military technology and the technology that makes America strong, and everybody wants to have a share of America's strength. So the ability to regulate sensitive technologies adds value to companies, without question. I think the other advantage to CFIUS is that it keeps America and Britain and Canada going in terms of our NATO alliances, because as you may know, one of the conditions is that if it is a NATO country, there is greater exemption from CFIUS. So it keeps our democracies stronger and more united, and in that way, I think, benefits us.
Excellent. Ceasar, thank you very much for your time. We've been here with Ceasar Anquillare. I'm Richard Martin for M&A TV. Thank you very much.